been doing competition research with Semrush for over 9 years. And while that worked well by itself, now that I combine it with AI processes, it makes my workflow so much more effective, fast, and efficient. It makes me find content gaps and ways I can optimize my content in a fraction of the time. In this video, I will share with you the exact workflow that I use to combine Semrush with AI to do my competition research quickly and thoroughly, both for myself and for my clients. By the end of this video, you will learn how to find your true SEO competitors, discover which keywords they're ranking for, identify their top performing content, spot the content gaps they're missing so you can cash in on that opportunity, and analyze their backlink profile so you can get similar backlinks for yourself. In the first part of the competition research, we will gather the data. We will identify who the competitors are if you don't know them already, and which keywords they're ranking for, what kind of content they're ranking for. And then we will analyze their content and find content gaps and opportunities for our content to rank. This is the part that we will do with AI. If you're not using Semrush currently, there's a link in the description for a 14-day free trial. It's twice the number of days that you get on the Semrush website, and it gives you enough time to try the tool out and see if it works for you. Let's start with the first one. How do you find your true SERP or SEO competitors? Once you sign up and sign in, you will come to a dashboard like this, and you will have multiple toolkits on the side. The first one is your SEO toolkit, and here we will look at 3 tools to identify and find the competition. The first one is domain overview. Put in your own website. I'm going to put in mine. And here, when you scroll down in the report, there will be a place where it shows you main organic competitors. These are websites that are ranking for keywords similar to mine. It gives you a competitive positioning map where you can see your own website compared to the others. And then you can see here the competition level, common keywords, etc. These are potential competitive domains for you. The second way that we can identify competition is by researching which websites rank for a topic idea that you are interested in. So for example, let's say I want to rank for a topic like content workflow. So I'm just going to go to keyword overview. Then I'm going to put content workflow. And then it will show me over here in the SERP analysis all the websites that are ranking for this particular topic. Great. But are they really a competitor that we need to watch out for? For that, we have to dig a little bit deeper. We have to see if a website is ranking for a lot of topics and content pillars that we address as well. So for example, some of my content pillars are content tools like Canva and Semrush, then AI tools like Descript or ChatGPT. Then I have another topic, another pillar of mine is fast content creation with content workflows. Now my competitors for all of these may be the same, but they may be different as well. What matters is that if one website is ranking consistently for topics, keywords, and my content pillar, then I consider them a competitor and I note them down and I watch out for them. In this example, let's look at content workflow and I scroll down and I see the website's ranking. So let's say it's plannable.io. It's ranking for content workflow. I can open this up in a new. I see that for this particular page, because it says exact URL, it is ranking for a lot of keywords related to content workflow. If I go to root domain, then it's not so prominent anymore. But what I can do is then I can go to pages and see their top performing pages. So the pages that bring in the most amount of traffic, and are they looking for similar content? Like if most of them seem similar to what I want to rank for as well, then I can simply note them down as a competitor. And then I can set up the competition as a project. So if you go to projects over here, you can just create project and set up the domain name and project name and just track them. The third way that you can look up your competition is by position tracking. So in position tracking, you're already setting up keywords that you are tracking the progress of over a period of time. And then Semrush will tell you which other websites are also ranking for them. So here you go to competitors discovery, and there it will show you. Here are, I have to just see which one is here. They're all so close by for these average position and number of keywords. If I go down here, I can see all the websites that are potential competitors for me. You can also add competitors that you want to compare the performance of for those particular keywords. If you go to overview, you can add domains here, suggested competitors, edit competitors list. You can add your own competitors, or you can just go by suggested competitors and see how they have been performing over a period of time. The next type of competition research we will do is to find out which keywords your competition is ranking for, but you're not, or you're ranking not so good. The tool we're looking at is called Keyword Gap. You can put your own domain. In this case, I'll put my domain over here, and I'm going to add a competitor. I can add any kind of competitor, and it also suggests some competitors, but I'm going to add in a competitor that I know is quite neck to neck with me on certain keywords. So here, it will give you this kind of dashboard first. You can add 5 competitors, but I just put in 1 for now. And then it will show you the keyword overlap. This is for the whole website, but this competition I have is for one specific topic, which is Canva. So here I will just filter by topic and say, okay, only show me the results and data for this specific topic. Bear in mind, if you have the Guru plan, you can compare exact URL, subdomains, or subfolders between 5 competitors. In the Pro plan, you can only compare the root domain, so the whole website. If you want to compare specific URL keywords, then you can do that in the Guru plan. Again, link is in the description for a 14-day trial. When you go down here, these will be the tabs that it will show you. Shared, which are shared between competition and you, or it could be 5 competitors and you. Missing is where keywords for which the one that you're trying to optimize doesn't have rankings for, but all the other competitors do. Weak is that you're ranking for it, but not high. Strong is you're ranking high for it. Untapped is keywords for which domain has no rankings, but at least one of the other competitors do, because it can be 5. And unique is the ones that you are ranking for, but the other competition does not rank for. So the key ones to focus here are missing, weak, and untapped. This will give you a huge list of keywords that you can target. My competition is ranking for all of this, but they are a high domain authority. They can rank for many keywords. What if I want to get low-hanging fruit? So I want to target easy keywords for me to rank. Then you can filter your keyword difficulty, and usually I say 30. So all the keywords which have till the difficulty of 30 that you rank for, or they rank for, or you both rank for, and how do you optimize them further? Now, of course, the list is reduced a lot. Here, unique to you are more than missing. If you go further in missing, you will still be able to find new keywords. You can even filter it further with the advanced filters, include or exclude keyword containing, not containing, exactly matching, begins with, ends with. There are a lot of filter combinations that you can do to find the exact keywords that would be good for your website to target, or the domain that you are working on to target. Now that we have gathered all this data from Semrush, it is time to move on to the next step. We analyze the top performing content, why it works, what could be some opportunities or ideas for us to include in our content. And these are the steps that we do with AI. We start again with the keyword back tool, and we go down to keywords that are weak for us or missing. Here in the weak, for example, this keyword is not very high difficulty. Adobe Express versus Canva, it's only 32, volume is 880. But we are ranking at 39 and they are ranking at 3. And okay, so now we can open this up in a different page. First, I'm going to update the metrics because you never know, things may have changed since the last time this data was updated. Now we scroll down and see, okay, indeed, this one is ranking at 3. And then you have adobe.com ranking, Quora, Medium. I'm going to take some of these blog post URLs and check why they are ranking better than me. As I said, in some case, it may not be that. It may be that I'm not ranking at all. If you've been following me, you know that I'm a content strategist and I use an AI and brand content system to create content that reflects a brand and helps you grow visibility and your audience. So here I have all the content systems which I use to create content repeatedly and quickly for myself and for my clients. So here I will open up the SEO blog post system. And I will straight go to step 3 in my workflow, which is research your competition and find content gaps. This has an AI prompt that I will just copy and I will put in ChatGPT. I always create a custom GPT for every brand. So in that custom GPT, I include the audience, the pain points, the dream outcomes, the brand, positioning, backstory, tone of voice, and the offers. And then every time I need to create content, I can just put it in the brand GPT and it will customize everything based on the brand. So here I will open up my brand GPT. This is my brand GPT. There are different GPTs for other brands as well. And of course, you can do this in Cloud or any other LLM AI tool of your choosing. Now I go back to my SEO blog post system, and I will copy the prompt over here to identify the content gaps. So I can put it in here, and it's going to ask me for two things, a focus keyword and top competitor URLs. So my focus keyword was Adobe Express versus Canva. And my top URLs were this one, because I said I will only take blog posts. I'm not going to take Reddit now. I'm going to take this one. And now it will present three things. One is a summary and analysis of what the competition is doing, of the way they are writing their articles and how they're structuring it, which is here. So it tells you exactly what the competition has done. Then it presents the content gaps and opportunities. So the gaps are like user testimonials, industry-specific use cases are not covered, video content is missing, interactive elements are missing, and then it suggests opportunities. So develop industry-specific guides or add video, implement tools, etc. So it gives you a few ideas on how you can optimize your content and improve it based on what the content gaps are in the articles that you have already provided. If you want access to this prompt, there's a link in the description to my content system. Just go ahead and sign up. It's free for now, and you will get all the content systems for free. Just to recap this step, is what we did is we found a keyword for which we are not ranking as well as competition. We saw all the pages that are ranking better than us on the first page of Google, the blog post. Then we analyzed them with ChatGPT or any other AI tool to see why they're performing well, where are some of the content gaps that they are not addressing that we can actually capitalize on to create better content for ourselves. The last step we will look at is the backlink profiles of the competition. Now, you know that it is in SEO, it's not just the content or the keywords that make the difference, but it's also internal linking, on-page SEO optimization, a whole lot of other factors. And a huge factor for that is backlinks. We can analyze the backlink profiles of the competition to see which websites are linking to them the most, high authority websites. So there might be a possibility for us to target the same or similar websites. It's quite simple to do in Semrush. I'll just go back to my keyword overview where I had the blog post, Adobe Express versus Canva. Then I will go to the competitor URL that I want to analyze the backlinks for. You see, there are 92 backlinks. Watch out that if you click on domain over here, it will show the backlinks to the whole domain. So you have to keep it clicked on the URL if you're trying to analyze the backlinks for that specific content. So then we just go to backlinks over here, and it gives you a quick summary of the best backlinks, the top some backlinks, and the lost and important backlinks. So you can sort through these. One idea could be to look at the lost and vital links to see where they have lost links from and whether you can try to reach out to these websites and get the links for yourself if you're creating a content on this topic. And you can look at the best links to see which high authority websites are linking to them and if you can find similar websites for yourself. You can also filter these through link placement. Is it in content? Is it in header, footer, side-wide? Just like we did in keyword overview, domain overview, organic research, even in the backlink tool, you can filter through a lot of different possibilities to see exactly the kind of links you want. For example, if you're looking at placing links only in blogs, then you can look at follow links in content. The other way that you can analyze backlink profiles of your competitors and find opportunities for yourself is with the Backlink Gap tool. Just like the keyword gap tool, the Backlink Gap tool will show you which websites your competitor has backlinks from compared to yours, so you can find opportunities to go and find more backlinks for yourself. But for this, you need to have an existing website or an URL that you want to compare it for. So I'm going to put in my root domain over here, and then I'm going to put in the competitor domain, and here I will compare with root domain. But as you can see, you can compare with subdomain and URL as well. And then you click on Find Prospects, and you can do this for 5 competitors. So your domain and 4 more websites. Then it gives you a list, and it starts with prospects for your website. And here it shows you weak, strong, shared, unique, and all. You can also start your backlink outreach directly from here, but that's not for this video. You can also filter the linking websites with authority score. You can include or exclude country, zones, etc. If you click on charts, it shows you the authority score for both websites and the referring domains. As you can see, for this competitor, it has been reducing a lot. For this website, which is mine, it was not so much to begin with. It has been relatively flat, whereas this has been reducing a lot. If you can do it with your exact URLs, then you will find for your specific content idea, what are the websites that you can potentially target to get backlinks. Creating SEO-friendly content is not easy. You need to follow a relatively detailed workflow to create content that is optimized for search engines, reflects your brand, is different and better than your competition, and gives you the potential to rank. I followed this process to also create the core differentiator for my business. For example, I saw that a lot of content and brands were focusing on how to create AI content, but not always content that reflects your brand and your offers. That is what I offer in my system. And again, the link to the system is below. You can get it for free, use it, and see how it works for you. Coming up next, my entire SEO blog post workflow, where I integrate SEMrush and AI to create content that ranks.